Oh, hey, Cam here. Just wanted to say thank you so much for tuning in. This is going to be a behind-the-scenes look at Machine Learning, the latest sci-fi film that we've made. It was very low budget, wasn't supposed to be a serious project. It became so much more, thank you to the people involved. It was more than I ever could imagine. Overall, it was just a wonderful project, wonderful people involved, and it was a really amazing time. I always like to do behind-the-scenes footage with my short films. I just like to show how it was made and how much we struggle getting this stuff done. I mean, it's not easy, you know, but I wouldn't give it up for the world. Cheers to the future, and enjoy the behind-the-scenes footage.
Meat printing devices, survival. That's what machine learning was all about. So we started trying to make the meat, but I didn't want to make real meat because that's gross. So we used Jello.
It's thicker than Jello.
I found a recipe online for peach flavored Jello.
Oh, this is gonna work great.
And, the color wasn't quite there at the moment, but it tasted good.
Okay, no more eating.
So I needed help with this project, recruited my good pal Stefano, and we had the idea to use the same wall structure from Infinitus that Joel from Joel Creates helped us formulate. And then I had the idea of using coffee cup holders to decorate the walls. So we started laying out the boards onto the foam. Stefano, of course, doing his thing. He's just a dancing man. Set up a test wall with backlighting on the coffee cup holders.
Hello.
Alicia came up with a solution for the color of the Jello pucks, and they came out really nice. They were wobbly and wiggly, and that's exactly what I was going for. You know, there was about 3 revisions. And the idea was just to make it gross, which I think we did a phenomenal job. So I was prototyping around, coming up with the look of the survival device and the creature that the device makes. And I had the idea of a large Easter egg. And of course, Stefano had to take the first opportunity to test out the egghead.
So, you want to interact with the rover a little bit?
Did some camera tests for the space, just making sure that the size of the space was okay, and that, we were going to be able to really get the camera in there. Then we spray painted the egg. I got a bicycle brake light for the eye. And then we started putting up the coffee cup holders on the walls. With backlighting, of course. I think the look was really sci-fi for a very low budget, low cost. It did not cost much. It was like $500, I think, for the whole room. Not bad for a sci-fi set, in my opinion. And then we were making the door. The door was more of a pain in the ass, because we had to cut a certain shape. But all in all, we were able to make it work with hinges, like a regular door. And then we put a handle on there with a foam ring, which was very ghetto, taped together with duct tape. And then we were doing some practice shots. It's time to start practicing this thing. So I drew up some storyboards, as you do when you're making a short film. And Stefano volunteered to be my actor for that time. And we were off to the races, man. Everything came together very smoothly, I'd say. It took us like maybe 2 or 3 weeks to get everything started, put together. We built a box basically with a hole underneath so that Alicia could get in there and, really work the egg, turn on the lights and make it interactive. And you could push the meat puck out one side and then the water on the other side. The idea was that this device would make these things. That's what makes this a survival device. Simulated the water filling up in the Capri Sun pouches with a bike pump. When the bike pump was underneath, running through the egg, and we would fill it up with air. For the rover, I wanted to do POV with a rover arm. So we got one of those little reaching arms for people that need assistance. At first I was doing cinematic camera angles, and I didn't like that it was too similar to the cinematic shots that I wanted to get. I wanted to differentiate it somehow. So what we did was I have a DJI Osmo Pocket, and I decided to use that for the rover cam. And we bought a cheap fisheye lens for it on Amazon, and it gave it like a really cool kind of robotic eye look that was really enjoyable. It reminded me of Space Odyssey or something similar. So then it was just practicing the angles, because with the fisheye it's wider than usual, so we had to avoid all the lights and the people's feet and all these things. But I think it really came out great perspective-wise. It was a really awesome look for the shots. And then we just did some more practice runs, some practice tests. And then it was time to develop the creature. So this was fun. This was interesting. So I got a flesh-colored morph, and Stefano volunteered again valiantly to portray the creature. And so we did some tests with the overall outfit, the overall look. I tried to spruce up the morph suit a little bit with some liquid latex, but I didn't really think, I was kind of an idiot, leaks through the suit, and it creates kind of a waxing effect for hair. But then we recruited Rachel for the monster effects, and she was able to make us some really cool nasty fleshy eye pucks. Also put out a casting call for main actor Michael. He did an awesome job. Right from the casting videos, we knew that he was the one that we needed for this role. And there's Rudy with the boom mic that didn't end up working, unfortunately. Stefano was the rover arm as well, and Alex was the lighting gaffer assistant.
Hi,
This is for the
I'm
doc.
Alex DeBoo, gaffer extraordinaire. But I'm not lighting shit, I'm shooting shit.
It was a great time, man.
Recording shit. And I know Mike has been giving this his all, but here's the real story.
See how many scenes we've snuck the chair into.
Can you find them all?
With the rover eye and everything, it caught a lot of things. There was some struggles with the coordination between the camera and the rover arm, just because it was really hard to work with. But all in all, it was fun. It was a good time. It was a great first day of filming. And then once that first day was in the bag, we had only another day, so 2 days planned overall to shoot this. And the second day was the monster reveal scene. And that was the last scene. Redecorated the space, redid the lighting, thanks to Alex's suggestion. I think the red really gave it a nice tone. And we covered Stefano and all this lube is what we called it. It was basically this Elmer's glue slime creation kit. And then sprayed some silly string on him to give it kind of a nasty look. I think the movie turned out excellent, and I couldn't have done it without the help of everyone involved in the production. And building the set was fun. Getting the egghead creature was fun. Honestly, I think this egghead creature is really cool looking. Very grateful to everyone that was involved with the film. It was an excellent time. It was a great way to learn how to navigate and adapt to the situation with a low-budget science fiction film. If you like this kind of content and you'd love to see more, please support the channel. Like, comment, subscribe, do everything you can to show us what we can do to improve our films. And we love talking with our audience. We love talking with people that, watch our stuff. And always learning, always growing, doing things to become a better filmmaker. As always, get out there, get creative, and have fun.